According to a report released by Statistics Canada on November 14, 2023, prices continued to rise, and in June 2022, the overall inflation rate was 8.1% and food inflation in particular was 8.8%, the largest yearly change in 40 years. Some data also shows the correlation between inflation and nutrition. According to Agri-Food Analytics Lab at Dalhousie University, rising food prices have compelled Canadians to make challenging dietary choices. Nearly half of Canadians, or 49.2%, have reduced the quantity of meat or protein sources they purchase due to increased food costs, a greater number than the previous year, while 45.5% of Canadians prioritize costs over nutritional value when grocery shopping, a larger portion than last year. 63.3% of Canadians are apprehensive that compromising on the nutrition due to the high food prices may have adverse long-term effects on their health. Some organizations here in Neepawa have stepped up and initiated projects and programs to promote healthy and affordable food alternatives for families, such as the Neepawa Eats Healthy, Meal in 30 Project, and the Field to Table Club. This kind of projects helps the community to be aware of the alternatives that could be done at the household and community level to cope up with the rising cost of living, without compromising our health.
Hi, my name is Amanda Rolls. I'm here today with Amanda Nottingale to talk to you about some new stuff coming up with Neepawa Eats Healthy. So, can you tell us a little bit about Neepawa Eats Healthy Committee?
For sure. So the Neepawa Eats Healthy Committee started about almost 2 years ago, just before pandemic.
Yes.
And was basically a group of community partners to get together to promote healthy eating in the Neepawa area. And so it's made up of a bunch of different types of people, communities, people who represent different organizations, and through the working together, the committee hopes to engage the community in increasing awareness more about the importance that that the role of food plays in health and well-being, to create opportunities to build food skills and knowledge, and also to improve healthy eating environments as well in the community.
And who are some of the community partners that come to these meetings and sit at the table with us?
Yeah, for sure. So definitely there's interested community members that are definitely passionate about community wellness. So we have some just individuals who are joining us. I represent the Salvation Army and our food bank. There are members from our local municipality through economic development and recreation. We have some local businesses, some of our grocers. We have a representative from High Life Foods as well. And then we have some of the Prairie Mountain Health Promotion staff and clinical community registered dietitians that are on our committee. And the local Girl Guides also sit on the committee as well. So yeah, we've got a really...
lots of members.
Yeah, lots of different members.
So it started a few years ago. And what are some of the projects that have been initiated by the group?
So the first community-wide meeting was held in the fall of 2019, and that was just mainly to seek whether or not people were interested in the idea and how the community wanted to pull together to support healthy eating. And then the committee was established in January of 2020. So COVID's kind of put a little bit of a hold on a lot of the works. To date, we've done things like we did an actual logo contest, and so we have a wonderful logo that has been made and produced and ready to go from a local art person here, a graphic designer. We did Snack Attack series, which was a really cool project where you could sign up your kids to basically do virtual online classes, and you picked up all of the ingredients for that recipe that you were going to do online at the Salvation Army, and then you went home and you did it, and it was just different types of like some cooking skills and a little bit of, you know, different types of snacks that you could, you know, kind of get in, and getting kids involved in making those and teaching them some of those food skills. And then we've been actually out at the farmers market as well, just doing some promotion of different types of recipes and that sort of thing. And then we also do on a monthly basis, it's called Nutrition Bites, and you'll see that in the local banner and the school newsletters as well. And so those topics are all over the board. They can be anything from, what was our last one? I think it was...
We did some on diabetes.
Right.
There was one, and trying to follow the monthly theme for nutrition anyways, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've done everything from, like, you know, here's just a good thing, you know, here's a zucchini recipe because it's plentiful at this time of year, or here's how to, you know, pack school lunches, snacks, you know, at the beginning of the school year, things like that. And then we're hoping in the future that we'll be looking at doing almost like a community, what we're calling a community bag project. And so it would be a featured recipe of the month or of the week. We're not sure how that's working out. And we're going to partner with our local grocers, and they would feature those items for that recipe online or at their grocery stores, whether that's on a sale or a feature promotion. You would be able to pick up everything and go home and make a new recipe, basically. And we're hoping to promote that a little bit more in the future.
My name is Brittany Bartecki. I'm a registered dietitian with the Prairie Mountain Health Region, and we're here today to discuss our Neepawa Eats Healthy Meal in 30 project. So basically what this project's all about is we've partnered with local community groups, agencies, the Health Region, and Neepawa Gladstone Co-op, as well as Neepawa Safeway grocery stores. And Neepawa Eats Healthy is launching these Meal in 30 kits this March, and will be featuring recipes during the months of April and May. Neepawa Eats Healthy is a group of dedicated partners representing local organizations and community members, working together to improve healthy eating outcomes in the community. The goals of the Meal in 30 project are to encourage community members to cook and prepare quick, nutritious, budget-friendly meals at home, and to build food skills and shop local. In the next 3 months, look for a recipe feature of the month that is quick and easy, includes vegetables and or fruit, has easy substitutions based on, you know, our shelf-stable ingredients that we have around the house, and is budget-friendly. We are encouraging our community to find ways to cook more at home, experiment with new recipes, and have some fun in the kitchen. Hopefully helping to take some guesswork out of meal planning by helping and adding a few new meals into the week. So here's how you get involved in this program or project. You can pick up the monthly featured recipe at Safeway or the Neepawa Gladstone Co-op. Look for the tagged food items on the shelves. It'll have our logo on it. And take home and cook up the tasty meal that you choose. After you try the recipe, there's a QR code that'll be on the recipe sheet, and just complete a short survey if you wish, and for your chance to win a free food basket. That's drawn each month. By picking up the Meal in 30 recipe and purchasing at least 3 of the featured items, people will also receive a Neepawa Eats Healthy reusable grocery bag, while the supplies last, of course. And now, without further ado, we'll kind of start the show today. So we're lucky to have our guest cooks from the Neepawa Titans hockey team, helping to create awareness and encourage everyone to get involved in our program. Thanks for your support. And we have today Mason LeBreau and Hayden Stocks from the team. And they're going to demonstrate our first recipe, which is our chicken quesadillas. So, for the recipe, so all these recipes that we're going to be featuring they're Meal in 30. So basically you can cook them in 30 minutes, so something quick and easy. So this one, it says about 20 minutes or so. And we've already kind of pre-prepped some of the things today to save on time for the show. So we have our ingredients. We have just a little bit of vegetable oil, the onion, which is already mixed in here with the green pepper, And we've already pre-fried that up and mix it up and cook it up already. We have the whole wheat flour tortillas over there. And the cheddar cheese. Chicken breasts that are pre-cooked already. And tomatoes. And then optional at the end for some sour cream and salsa to top that off with. So to get started, I'll let the guys kind of take it from here. So our first step, preheat the oven, 350 degrees. And we had already pre-chopped the onion and peppers, and we fried those up already. And then we chopped the tomatoes already as well, and we cooked the chicken. So really now it's just the assembly piece. Yeah, so we'll grab the tortilla. Chicken there. And with this recipe, you can really customize really anything you want to put in for fillings, different veggies of any sort. If you're looking for a different protein option, we also, the black beans are a great option too for canned veggies, or sorry, not canned veggie, canned protein, to put in the wraps for the quesadillas. But today we're using chicken. Have you guys made quesadillas before?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's great. Quick and easy, hey?
Yeah.
Cheese on. What are some of your favorite foods that you usually have?
I think my go-to supper meal is probably just steak and potatoes, I'd say.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd go with the same.
Yeah? Nice. So this recipe makes 4 servings, but you can always make more if your family's bigger or you have some more people to feed. You can always double up the amounts. We'll just show you 2 to assemble, and then we already have some pre-made for the final product that we can try together. Perfect. So yeah, then those will go in the oven, and that's basically it for the recipe. So very quick. So we'll go over here and we'll do a little taste test. Do you want to put one of those on the cutting board there, and we can get a knife to cut it up. There you are. Is this usually the same fillings you guys use when you make them, or do you put anything different in?
No, usually the same.
Similar?
That's the best for the most part.
Chicken, yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks so much for joining us today, you guys.
Thank you for having me.
Good.
Enjoy.
All right. Welcome again to another episode of Cooking Dancing with the Stars. I'm your host, Amanda Nightingale, and I am here with two teams this month of competitors, and this month we are cooking Tex-Mex bites. So who's doing that? Well, it is the Battle of the Schools this time around. From HMK, we have Mrs. Chapman and the Count. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And from our Neepawa Middle School, we have Marina Seawick and Denise Selowich. So thank you very much for coming in. This is really great. As always, our judges panel, we have Richard Elfman, we have Nico Charpentier, and we have Lisa Adams as well. So are we ready? Have we practiced? We've practiced, we've given this a go. All right. So 3, 2, 1, go ahead and bake.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, so you want to get the beans together.
So this is an interesting recipe. It is, your ingredients are 6 large tortillas, 1 can of kidney or pinto beans drained and rinsed, 1 cup of chunky medium salsa, a half a teaspoon of chili powder, that's optional if you want a little zip, 1 cup of cheddar or mozzarella cheese grated, 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro chopped, and sour cream is optional. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees using a 4-inch cooking cutter, and you're going to put them into rounds. Ooh, this is going to be fancy, folks. And press those tortillas into the muffin cups, fill them, and then bake them until golden brown. Fill them up and enjoy. So this will be really interesting to see how this comes out. Again, you can get these recipes on our Facebook and Instagram. Just go to Neepawa Eats Healthy, and you can get all of your ingredients and the recipe at the Safeway here in Neepawa or Neepawa Gladstone Co-op. So let's get to it. We've got cheese being grated. We've got cooking.
We're doing okay.
Excellent.
Getting these cups cut here.
Fantastic.
Mixing together our beans.
Good. Oh, I see we're doing kind of a little half and half. Everybody's doing a little.
Cute if we work in some whole grains.
Nice. Excellent. So did we practice this prior to?
Yes, last night actually.
I know.
And
Fantastic.
it was a winner in my household.
Was it?
so, Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Good. So are beans something that
Healthy.
healthy?
It's all about health.
Absolutely.
Very good fiber.
Yeah.
And if you're buying them dried, it's actually really affordable, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a little bit longer to process them. You gotta do a little soak sometimes. And
But it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's so worth it.
Yeah. That's a great way to definitely stretch your budget for sure.
For sure.
Max a pound.
And not just good for Mexican food.
No.
Add it to everything, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What is your secret?
Oh, you want to tell them about your...
Or are we gonna?
I'll hold it up.
I can smell it from here.
Okay,
Tell them about it.
So my partner and I have a smoker, and our big thing is smoking cheese, cold smoked cheese. So this is a nicer brand of mozzarella that we buy it in a big kg block, like 2 kg block.
Right.
Cut it up, portion it out, and then it's smoked for I think like 2 hours, a cold smoke.
Nice.
And then
It smells
so we're gonna add
fantastic.
that in with our beans.
So what kind of a smoke on it? Marina, do you remember?
It might be hickory,
It
but
might be
I'm not
different. I don't know. It
sure.
smells delicious. It'll be really interesting to see how this gives it another little.
Yeah, I think it'll be a really good
absolutely.
flavor. Yeah.
So, as teachers, do you guys find that the kids? Is this something that your kids you think would be like, hey, I'm totally would be into this, or do you think there'd be some hesitation?
Some of them would. Some of them would. I think so.
Yeah. Do you think do you think kids are less picky or more picky, or I just heard from them, are you kidding me?
I think if you can encourage them and
Yeah.
say, hey, I had this really great meal last night, you should try it.
Yeah.
Like, here's
Yeah.
the recipe. Take this home, see if your parents will do this with you. I think they might.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll see us on TV.
Yes, they'll want to
And
try
they'll
it.
want to cook. They'll be like,
Hi everybody, my name's Cheryl Lee Hyra and I work with Prairie Mountain Health Promotion. And I'm also part of the Neepawa Eats Healthy Committee, which is a community committee here in Neepawa. And it involves many different partners that have a vested interest in healthy eating. And promoting healthy eating in the community of Neepawa. So today at Arts Forward, they graciously donated their space today to host a grade 7 classroom from the school here to have a celebration of food. And they also had the opportunity to cook together, which is a really important skill, and that's something that the Neepawa Eats Healthy Committee is encouraging families to do, is to cook together at home. It definitely has a benefit to our health and wellness when we cook whole foods that we're not always using prepared or fast food in our day-to-day lives. So we're encouraging cooking skills, getting involved in the kitchen, having some fun in the kitchen, knowing that food preparation doesn't have to take a lot of time, and we can be creative in our approach, and we certainly saw that with the kids here today. They got involved, they put as much as or as little as they wanted with the ingredients from the recipe. I should also mention that the recipe that we were cooking today with the kids was called the Best Breakfast Burritos. And these burritos, it's part of our Meal in 30 project. And if you haven't heard about it, I encourage you to check it out. We have recipes available at our partner grocery stores, Safeway and Co-op. And it's a featured recipe of the month. If you go home and prepare this recipe, and on the back, if you snap the QR code, you go to a survey, you use your handheld device or your iPad, take a picture of the QR code, and tell us what you think about the recipe. And then you'll be entered to win a grocery gift card at the end of the month. And it's a way to encourage other families to get involved with the Meal in 30 project, which is a project of the Neepawa Eats Healthy Committee. So we were super excited to have the kids here today cooking with us, encouraging all the positive healthy eating messages and getting involved in the kitchen. And we're just grateful for all the community support and volunteer support of this committee. And we're always looking for new memberships. So please consider that and get in touch with Shirley at the Health Region, Prairie Mountain Health. My phone number is 578-2192, and my email is shira@pmh-mb.ca. Thanks for your time, and thank you NACTV for being such a great host of our work and getting involved with our projects.
Okay, we heated up this. Oh, yeah. And what's your name in that? What do you get? Darby. Can you pass those peppers in the green container? No, underneath. You got it. So I'm gonna get you to start sauteing these. So you're gonna heat it up on the grill. Here you go. Come on. All of them. So we're gonna let these cook. What does it say to do with the peppers?
Slice the peppers out and put fire for 15 minutes.
So we gotta get this going pretty good. And does it say to add any spices to the peppers?
Add paprika and pepper.
Okay. So there we go. How are we gonna? Yeah, like maybe just kind of sprinkle it everywhere you can, yeah. And we'll mix it all together. So that'll give it a nice flavor. You want to make it into quesadilla? Can I convince you guys to try avocado and
Squish it down like this. Fold it in.
Oh my God. Ryan Evans. I'm Darby Wilson. And this is a really fun experience what happened here. I do cook at home a little bit, but nothing like this. And I'm gonna probably cook these wraps at home. And from now on, for the rest of my life, I'm teaching my kids this too.
Oh, nice.
It gives you a lot of experience on how to cook. Like, me myself, I cook a little bit at home, but it helps me like figure out different things that I like to cook and eat. Yeah.
So you also prepare this kind of food at home?
Not really.
Not
but
really, yeah.
Now I kind of know what else I can like cook at home. Like it helps me
okay. Yeah.
I also cook at home, and I'm really excited for this because it's like something new, and I like cooking kind of thing. And I'm kind of excited to like eat healthy more, like try to like healthy meals I can make.
Okay. So yeah, so it's fun for you guys to do this preparation of your own food instead of going to the
spending money, you can get stuff, do the exact same thing for cheaper.
For cheaper, wow, nice.
So a lot of these things, like, they kind of, like, they grow in your garden, so you can also, you don't have to go to the store as much with this kind of food that we're making here.
Cheaper and healthier.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right, so we are here at the Field to Table Club. Can you tell me what that program is?
So the program basically came about, we had kids in the kitchen that had gone on when there was some days off school, and then we thought it would be really cool to tie in a garden club with it. So basically Field to Table is what comes out of it. Glenda McPhee is doing the garden club aspects, so the kids are starting from the absolute basics with planting. They planted all of their vegetables and the flowers that will be in the flower beds outside of Arts Forward. And Glenda, every step of the way, is teaching them everything about the plants and exactly how to do stuff. They are going to be planting in 4 garden boxes that Men's Shed is building for us that will be outside just on the corner of Arts Forward. And the kids will be looking after that all summer, all the way through to harvest. And the idea with the kids in the kitchen part of it is Tony Ferguson is doing that part. Her and Glenda work together and figure out what's ready for recipes each time that we have a session, and then Tony incorporates whatever the kids are growing in those recipes for that session. And it's been really cool. The kids have tried some really neat stuff. One that stuck in my mind was they had wheatgrass smoothies. I didn't know how many were going to try it. All of the kids tried it.
Really?
17 out of 18 liked it, which was just
That
awesome.
is, I want to quote that statistic everywhere because that is fantastic.
It is. And because a wheatgrass smoothie is green, but it tasted great, and the kids are very adventurous with what they're trying. I got an email from a parent actually yesterday who was saying how excited the kids are about planting and the thought of spring coming and wanting to try different vegetables, and that's what this is about. Is
That's amazing to hear, and certainly they're tending the boxes here, but I imagine a lot of them are going to be growing at home as well.
They've been, each session they get to take home plants. So this past session on Monday, they took home tomatoes and peppers, I do believe. And it was interesting because some of the kids, because we have siblings, a couple of siblings, they wanted to ensure that they didn't take the exact same thing home that their other sibling did so that they could have quite a variety.
Oh, yeah.
So it was really good that the kids thought about it. And this program, I will say, is thanks to the Manitoba government through Prairie Mountain Health. Their Healthy Together Now grant. It's a huge proponent as to why this program is even be able to be a go, and we were able to really keep the kids' registration fees down to a minimum for a 5-month course. So
which is incredible, and certainly would allow more participation from certain families.
Yes, and we even were able to, with the grant, we have a deaf student that is taking this program, and we were able to hire an ASL translator to work with him so that he could get as much out of this program.
That
as
is
all
fantastic.
So for us, it's pretty important that we can include everybody. And from the positive reaction from the kids, they're loving this, and so are the instructors. I will say, Glenda walks out of here after every session so excited to see the kids, so excited about gardening, and Tony's loving teaching the kids about cooking and all the different aspects in the kitchen. So it's been really good.
They both have such a passion for what they do. I guess they love to share it.
They absolutely do. We're very, very lucky with that, for sure. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for that. We'll have to check in, throughout the spring and summer and see how things are progressing.
Like that. Oh, where's my little...
Okay, so with beets, I think, does it say 16? So that means the red ones, okay, to get 16. So we can we can just drop it in here in each of those spots. You can use this to just make the holes. And then drop your beets in there, okay? So it makes easy spacing, so they're all just spread out just perfectly. But we're going to mix the soil and we're going to water it first, so that will work better. But it's a pretty cool little tool, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. The boxes were made by the Men's Shed. The Men's Shed is a group of men that get together and they built these nice sturdy boxes for us. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Yeah. What else? Garlic. I thought it would be good to plant a bit of garlic, so I brought some from home.
Oh, yay.
All right? It's always good when we're cooking things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you used garlic in, what did you make here that had garlic in it?
The butter?
Yeah, the basil butter, right? And in these two spots, cucumbers. Lori. Okay. All right. And if you have your bags, I can put your so that
my bag's inside, but I have my name on it already.
All right. I put the names already. I love my purple potatoes too. No, it's a potato too. Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Though. That's kind of cool though.
It's a heritage potato, so blue Russian, I think it's called. Do you like that? Where did it come from?
Yeah.
My garden.
I kind of like these roots though too. They're kind of
It's not roots, it's the shoots.
The shoots.
The roots end up with the potatoes, right?
Oh, yeah,
but these are the shoots. So if we put them in the ground this way, see these little spots? That's where the leaves are going to start coming out of. So we could leave it that way or trim it a little bit because this is a gardening class.
Doesn't like herbs.
It's a gardening class.
Okay.
So I've got some chives.
Okay.
And I've got some parsley.
Okay.
And this is dill. Now dill is just really tiny in my garden.
Dill
so
is really good.
I had to use frozen dill for that.
Okay.
Okay? But we can add that.
Okay.
So we have to, first of all, chop these things and then we'll make our dip. And you can choose what you're going to add to it. I also brought some garlic, which again is something that I grow in my garden, and so this is still from last year's garlic.
Okay.
All right. The cauliflower and the cucumber are not from my garden because, of course, it's not that time of year. But this is from my garden.
Asparagus?
Asparagus.
Ooh.
All right. So there should be, and it didn't do it. It should have squashed it right through. Anybody know how to squash garlic?
I do.
How am I doing? Yeah, but it, oh! Well, that didn't work, did it? It broke. I broke it.
Too much in.
Did I?
Yeah.
There you go. So, there, good job. I like the way you're keeping your fingers on it. Okay, and we need somebody to chop garlic. No, chives. Chives. Who's gonna, just a minute, I'm gonna write. Okay, I have fancy scissors for that. Who's gonna chop the chives? Okay, Rachel. Okay, so we're just gonna use this multi, okay? So just hang on stuff into there. Let's go this way. Okay. All right, and what else we got? Oh, and then we're gonna have to cut the carrots up too. Is that too much at once, maybe? Throwing some herbs inside or something like that? Isn't that cool? Do you want to take it up there and have a look? Ooh, we're gonna get good bites of garlic, aren't we? Excellent. Do you want to put it on that counter over there? And take it out of the box? How are you doing there? Is that working better? Somebody else want to help with cucumbers?
Who wants to?
Okay. Watch those fingers, okay? All right.
Is there a bowl or plate that you want to use?
What? Yeah, we'll get a, you know what? We'll put it on here.
Okay.
You know what? That's probably enough.
A little veggie pie?
Yeah, probably enough, right? Yeah. Okay, and then have we got some good carrots?
Yeah.
Now, what are we gonna do here? Just kind of, you wanna put these on the table there then? Oh, parsley.
I could do that.
You already did a job.
Okay.
Great, come here.
Okay. Okay.
Do you wanna use
Okay.
these chives?
I did it already.
And see whether you can chop up the parsley. Just, I didn't have much to bring because it's just little. You could do that. I think I'm gonna chop the carrots just because they're, if we don't have a proper knife to.
Okay.
Or Sheena, are you finished with that other knife then?
Yeah.
Okay. And if somebody could, maybe.
Use that knife?
Do you want to use that knife?
You can use it. Here.
What?
You can use it.
Okay.
Once they take a container, can you put their names on the lids?
Here's a better knife.
Ah, yeah, I think that's a better one. It is, and more like a chopping knife,
Yeah.
right? Thanks for not putting, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And somebody can put, who else needs a job here?
With
Put
names?
the asparagus.
I don't know.
Put this, well, yeah, it's over by the fridge, but I don't see a bucket for the greens. Want to add that to the tray?
That's okay. Go ahead.
I guess we've got lots of time, don't we?
What are those?
Yeah, you're gonna want just a little bit of garlic. Okay, so here's, oh, I gotta get the thing, sorry. All right.
I love my veggies.
Couldn't tell, Sheena. We couldn't tell.
Okay, so here's our fancy recipe. Ready? We're gonna take about 2 scoops of sour cream.
Okay.
2 scoops, or some squirts of mayonnaise, and then you can choose what you want to put in: parsley, dill, chives, garlic, and we can add some onion soup mix, just a little tiny bit, and salt and pepper if you like. Okay? Just a little bit of salt and pepper, and then you can mix it up. And then you can eat it. Now, we're making this today, but it actually is better if you make it the day before, because then the flavors blend nicely. But we're here and now, so you can eat it now, or you can take it home. If you take it home, here you go.
I started that one.
You got one, perfect. And then if you don't like it, you hold it. Okay, we're gonna stir it at the end. Okay? Take what you want for extras here. could put these in
That's
there.
our plan.
That's your plan, okay, we'll do that next time.
Huh?
Lavatier, these are nice flowers.
Nope.
Yeah, the cucumbers we
Cucumbers.
Yeah, okay. Yes, you were quite the gardener. Good for you. Wow, that's impressive. Are we missing anything?
No.
No? All right. So, next week, a little bit more planting. What have you got planted at home? Everything? Mostly everything. So lots of people say you can't plant until the long weekend in May, and this is the long weekend, but it's very early, right?
Yeah.
Usually it's quite a bit later, like another week later into the 20s, right? We're at the 15th today, I think. But those rules aren't really rules because you have to watch the weather. You have to watch the weather station, check the weather. Are we going to have frost or are we not going to have frost? Things that we've planted out there can take some frost, right? A little bit of frost. But if we had our peppers and tomatoes out already, well, they'd freeze.
Yeah.
Except we haven't had frost in about a week now, I think. Or was it earlier this week there was some frost. But lots of things can handle a little bit. Okay? All right. Any other questions? No? No? Thank you so much for all your attention today. You're welcome. Good job.
I'm enjoying this.
Good. All right. We'll see you next week then.
We're here with Glenda McPhee for a Field to Table Club this year. So what's happening this year for Field to Table?
Well, we just finished our second meeting.
Yeah.
And some of the same things that'll be happening. We've got about 12 individuals, I think, joined us. This year we have some individuals from Touchwood Park as well.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting because they're so enthusiastic
Yeah.
and bring lots of knowledge with them. Most of them have done some gardening at home, so that's fun.
Okay.
And we've got a few students again. So we're going to be planting planters here. We've got planters at Touchwood that we can put some seeds in there. And yeah, we're adding some cooking. Today we cut up some veggies and made our own dip to try, and that seemed to be really good.
So for this year there will also be like cooking sessions as well?
There'll be cooking as well. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly who will be hosting that part most of the time. Today was me, but there will be cooking involved.
Okay.
And, yeah.
And how about farm trips? No plans yet for farm
trips?
Yeah.
We haven't figured that out yet. I'm not sure exactly who the sponsors are, so how that will work.
Okay.
We've got an arrow garden that we're going to be trying out later on too to see whether we can grow a few, probably herbs, maybe some other plants that we can put in there, but just for something different this year. And we've started some seeds. We've got netting over our brassicas, so those things like cabbage and kale, so that and kohlrabi and radishes, so that the flea beetles don't get in there, and they're growing really well already. We planted those 2 weeks ago and have some things up. So yeah, it's an exciting start.
So, yeah. How did you come up with the partnership with Touchwoods?
You know what? Yvonne Sisley was there for a while, and so she got to know what some of the strengths and interests were there, and so it was her idea. There weren't a lot of younger students that signed up for the program, so it was just a really good fit to include that.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
And how long will this run until summer or?
We're running. Right now we're running on Saturdays so that it's just easier to schedule. And then in the summertime, then we'll switch to a Wednesday morning, I think.
Yeah. Okay. And are you still accepting any more participants from
I think
other?
we would. You'd have to talk to Yvonne about that one. I'm just not sure.
Okay.
But things are going so well, and there's always some extra hands, adult hands available as well to make it work. So I think we could handle a couple more.
Okay. Thank you so much.